North London is red.
Reds!
North
Come
London
on!
is red. Harvey, how are you?
I'm great. Listen, I was enjoying that.
That really flies up,
Listen,
doesn't it?
thanks, but listen, I was enjoying the game, sitting back, relaxing. We've actually gone and done it. We've beaten Spurs. North London is red. Listen, that's all the comments are saying. That's all we can really say. Do we really need to analyse anything, or is it just?
I just think we should all be here for vibes and a good time.
Pure vibes and a good time.
Let's just all soak in it. Let's just all enjoy it. Do you know what I really enjoyed about that more than anything was we went into it as favourites because of our recent form and their form. We went into it as a team that had a point to prove, needed to build on 2 much needed wins, but now need to show something more. And we delivered all of that. In the first 35, 40 minutes, just sucker punch after sucker punch. And the football was great, but what I liked was when we went forward, there was purpose. So I'm sure you got the stats and we'll go through them. I don't even think we had that many shots. But when we did, it was purposeful. Everything we did had a purpose. We were outstanding. I'm so happy. I've got my issues with the last 20 minutes, and we're gonna break that all down. We're gonna look at the good and the bad because that's what we're here to do. I joke about vibes. I'm not here just to, pop champagne and enjoy it for the next hour.
I mean, we can do that as well.
We'll do a bit of that for sure. But I'm over the moon, Harv. How was it for you?
Listen, I wasn't on stream.
No.
But I was quite calm and collected off stream, but I was just loving it. I mean, we took them apart. I mean, I will say, first half, we were a lot better than we were in the second half. Mm-hmm. But the impressive thing about the second half was that we kept it together. We didn't bottle it. We were talking about Newcastle, 4-4 kind of thing. That didn't happen.
No.
Right? There was one goal.
We gave ourselves some nervy moments.
We did.
And that's why I was worried, because Arsenal seemed to do really well and then always give themselves a chance to lose the game.
Listen, we should have kept a clean sheet there. We really should have. Ramsdale, the goal was not Ramsdale's fault in the slightest. He was sensational. That save onto the bar.
Save of the season. I'm not sure if we'll see it better because of the awkwardness of it. I don't know if it took a deflection or what, but I don't think it did. But it's dipping and he has to get back and full stretch fingertip it onto the crossbar. Save of the season. I'll be amazed if we find a better save all season.
It was remarkable. He had a fantastic game. I think he looks very composed, very strong, very confident in goal. He seems to just, I don't know whether he loves Arsenal or he just loves playing football, but he's an extremely passionate player. You could see when he'd saved it, he was like, come on, that was me kind of thing. Like, look at me, I saved it. He was,
Honestly, it was amazing.
Really impressed.
From back to front, they're all fantastic. I'm just reading, so I'm not being rude and not looking at Harvey. I'm just reading some of the comments as we go through. Just to, I mean, everyone's on, the fire emojis, the red emojis. What's that? What's people? Commentators like, I think Ramsdale was in the air hanging for 20 minutes. Is that what they said? And we didn't hear the commentary. But listen, that was a superb performance. Let's try and bring a bit of order to this show, shall we?
Order. John Burko.
I think, pick up John Burko. It was even Monday, wasn't he?
Yeah, it was.
I bet John is absolutely revelling in this. He's absolutely loving it.
And he'll use a word like revelling as well.
Yeah, absolutely. He would. I'm quite proud of that word.
Well done.
We've got a super chat from Babs. Says, I've been critical of Arteta recently, but if he gets criticism for poor performances, he deserves praise for performances like these. Is this the process? We're going to go into it. John, let me add that to my little list of notes. Is this the process? Because I think that's something people are going to want to know. Was this the day that things came together? Listen, we'll see. I think there's still a long way for this team to go, but we can enjoy every single minute of today. It was absolutely superb. Harv, I'm going to start with you. We've got you for the next 5-10 minutes or so. Don't forget, guys, send in your videos. A phone number appears on the screen. Send in your WhatsApp. We want to hear what you have to say. Listen, this isn't about us. It's about you guys coming to have your say here on Full Time. So we want to hear what you have to say and break it all down, discuss with you. Let's go from the very start. I'm going to hold my hands up. I was doubting the Xhaka inclusion.
You were?
I was doubting it.
You've had quite a week about Xhaka, haven't you, James?
I had quite a week about Xhaka. I stand by a lot of things I said in terms of the level I think he's at, because I think a lot of the players I compared him to have also given us performances like that.
Okay.
I also stand by that it was less about his inclusion in terms of as a player and more the idea of how can you keep getting red carded and making mistakes and kind of being thrust straight back into the 11 at the first opportunity. Those are my issues with it. But, and everyone would have heard it, I also said it wouldn't surprise me if he came in today and was absolutely outstanding. Well, no, I didn't go outstanding. I said and played very, very well. And he did. Arteta got it spot on today, didn't he?
Listen, he did. He I think his lineup choice was great. Again, as you say, people were sceptical about Xhaka, but I think it was quite a bold move putting Ramsdale in goal. Let's bear in mind that there was talk, apparently Leno's coming in for the derby or whatever, and he was just like, no, basically. Yeah. And he stuck with that. He didn't play Leno, he stuck with Ramsdale. Looks like Ramsdale's his number one now. He didn't bring in Lacazette. He's played Aubameyang. There was some interesting choices. There was no Pepe. He had Ødegaard and Smith Rowe and Saka playing. But it worked.
It worked. Now, the big question was not just whether Xhaka would play, but a lot of it was around the system, whether he was going to stick with the 4-3-3 we saw against Burnley and the end of the Norwich game, or whether he was going to revert to the two holding midfielders. What he basically gave himself for the two holding midfielders was an extra platform to build off, because we know that Ødegaard likes to get into slightly more advanced areas and Granit Xhaka sits more alongside Partey as a partner, and that works really nicely. And Spurs tried to press us in a really condensed manner with a front three and a midfield three, and actually with the inclusion of Xhaka and what we did in wider areas, we were able to bypass that. So I thought we did really, really well to counter what Spurs were trying to do. Tactically it was interesting, but we were superb. A lot of people say Spurs were poor. I
think they were poor.
I think they were really poor, but I think we were good as well.
They haven't been much better than they have been as of recent. Palace, Chelsea, today, I think that's just where they're at the minute.
We got Jägermannen, I think, says, "Smart guys, we won. Trust me, we're happy." But I think it's the energy has all been sapped, and we're just, what a roller coaster, and what a weekend. What a weekend for Arsenal.
Yeah, great weekend for Arsenal. See Lewis Hamilton, Arsenal fan as well. He's won the F1. Big up Lewis. But yeah, we want to hear what you guys have to say. I think we've got some videos waiting from you guys all across the world. So should we head to the first video?
Let's do it.
Great result for Arsenal today. Can't really remember who we were playing, to be honest. Team didn't turn up, but yeah, great 3 points and top performance.
Cool. Hello. Sorry, we've had some technical issues there. We'll get them straight back on screen. We want to hear what you guys have to say, so don't worry, we're going to get that sorted ASAP.
There's a message here from Mikey. Still terrible management making the first sub at 80 minutes.
Trust me, I want to talk about that. I want to talk about it in a bit. I think I want to make our way through the game as things happen, because there's always room for improvement. There's always something to look at. I think. And today's not the day to do it. Today's not the day. Well, we're going to do it because it's full time and stuff. But I expect fans to go out, have a drink, get some food, and just enjoy it. Right, just enjoy what we've done today. But of course, there's things to look at. Of course, there's things to improve on. But we'll get to all that. Let's look at that first. God, I can't remember when the goal came. 12th, 13th, whatever. Let's have a little look at the start to that game. Yeah, 12th minute. I see. Yeah. The start to that game, Arsenal were playing with, do you know what? And I'm saying this is I'm not saying we are, so stop telling me I'm going overboard.
Going overboard, James.
We played like a team that looked like, we know we're the better team, we're shooting for way more than you are, you're kind of nothing, let's impose ourselves. And I really liked that approach. I really liked the way we sort of thrust ourselves upon sort of Tottenham and their press and their tactics in that way.
That's exactly how it should be in a derby. We should be the ones coming out there like, hey, we're Arsenal, you're Tottenham, sit down, we're going to turn you over. And that's exactly what we did, to be honest. I don't know, I'm just happy.
Yeah, I thought we blitzed. We've got a super chat from Shreth says, our boy is... What?
No, I've read it already.
Oh, our star boy is worth more than 100 million headbands at Man City.
Talk about Grealish.
I get it.
You get it, headbands.
Kane doesn't want to play for Spurs anymore. I said Xhaka is important against Højbjerg. AJ lost. Got to get the AJ in.
Yeah, he's got a lot in there, hasn't he?
Yeah, Xhaka was important. You're right. He was very important for the build to that second goal. So we'll talk about. Let's stick on that first goal for now. What I love about it is the football to get into that area. And then the one thing Saka offers over Pepe for me is a really cultured, reassured right foot. He got a lot of goals and a lot of assists last season on his right foot because defenders think he wants to cut into his left, but he's very comfortable going down the outside, going wide, and how do I put it? Almost giving the defender that thought in their head, I know he's probably going left, but if he goes right, I know he's kind of capable of doing that too. Now, to do that on his right foot in that split second, to be Reguilon, who's a very good player, and then find that pocket of space where Smith Rowe was, that was so good from Bukayo Saka.
I think their chemistry today was sensational. You can tell, obviously they've played together for a while, and yeah,
You've got no words, have you?
I don't really have much to say, to be honest. I'm not very exciting today. I'm just thinking, Saka, I said this at the start, I said he's going to be the one to watch. He's going to be the young player that's going to turn up and make an impact. That's absolutely what he did. I want to talk to you about top squad, but I can't quite get the leaderboard up, but I think I finished about 15th. And
nice.
It was quite interesting to see, though, that throughout that second half, Smith Rowe's value went down to about 7 million.
Right.
Because he wasn't getting much of the ball. Because we were just sitting back, defending, and that's where Tomiyasu comes in. Because his value went up.
Well, there you go. It tells you a lot. It shows you kind of how involved these players are. I want to make my way through the team. But let's... Just that goal one more time. Bukayo Saka on the right, what he does in that position over Pepe, for me, he's more clinical than Pepe. Pepe always looks a threat. Don't get me wrong. But I thought he looked a lot more clinical. Is that Saka's position now? Is Pepe going to have to make it on the left for himself now?
I mean, I think Pepe played all right down the left when he played there last season as well. When it was Tierney and Pepe on that left side, and I think they played very well together. I have absolutely no problem with having Saka on the right and Pepe on the left. I think they can play in a way where, when you see for a 15-minute period of a game, they swap wings kind of thing, mix it up, make it a bit more difficult for the opposition. I think they're the kind of players that can do that. They're quite, fluid in their play, the way they can kind of move around. Yeah. I even think we kind of see Smith Rowe can venture out onto one of those sides as well, as can Odegaard, as can Aubameyang. We've got players that can play in a lot of positions now. But yeah, I think I would like to see Saka stay down that right side, especially now that we have a much stronger, physically and just in general, a much stronger quality right back behind him as well. Because now Tomiyasu, I think, was amazing.
Tomiyasu was fantastic.
Son was in his pocket. I know Son scored one goal, but still, he was
fantastic. Do you want to just give a shout out to the guys at Top Squad who the winners were? I think Merv once again.
Yeah, we're looking at
phenomenal.
I'm looking at the leaderboard here for this week.
Andrew won.
Yeah, this is for this week because obviously we had the Wimbledon game combined as well. So yeah, for this week the winner is Andrew, Merv, Smokey, Jimmy, Santosh.
I saw Jimmy in the comments. Big up Jimmy. He said he tried to take my advice, but it didn't work. So
don't listen to me instead. What are you listening to him for? Don't listen to him. Listen to me. But yeah, listen, you still smashed it, 4th place. That's where we want to be this season. Neff, Matthews, Brett, DC and Taylor, all well done, guys. But yeah, make sure you guys go and sign up for the next game. You can literally get ready now and go and sign up just so you're already in, because there's a maximum amount of players that can be in. So you obviously want to be one of the first in there. Link is in the description, link is in the pinned comment. And yeah, we'll be back with that for... Who we got next? Brighton coming up next.
We've got some great super chats. Ulas says, don't bother about process. It's a day to be deluded. I love that. And then Alexander says, just leaving the stadium now. Atmosphere was electric. There are positive signs given that the team has been progressively better with more Arteta signings. Still a way to go. We move on. Come on, you Gunners. And then Colin, I hope I pronounced that right, Colin, says... Turkish got his prediction right. He absolutely got it spot on, which means he's going to be going top of the table in the Forever Arsenal podcast leaderboard. So where does that leave me? 2nd, I think. Anyway, right. I think we've got some videos.
We have.
So let's hear what you guys have been saying.
Hi guys. First off, I just want to say big up AFTV. I watch all your streams every day. Just want to say big up for that. But Arsenal 3, Tottenham 1. No one expected this. But you know what, I had a gut feeling we were going to go out and score so many goals Abba was going to bag. And he has. 3-1 is a class result. And I just want to know, what's your honest opinion about Tomiyasu? In my opinion, he's a quality right back that will be one for the future. He wins everything, and his switching play over to Aubameyang. That ball, if Aubameyang had touched that properly, that would have been a brilliant ball. So yeah, what's your opinion on Tomiyasu?
Come on, you Gunners. Hey, Ebe here. So happy for the win. I'll give you my positive and negative as usual. My positive is, you know what I noticed? All 11 players, all the starters, they're really good passers of the ball, and I think that's very important in Arteta's play style. We're looking a little bit like Man City, with all that passing from the front to back to front and all that. My negative, though, is he needs to learn about the substitutions, man. Substituted too late, led to the conceded goal because, people weren't tracking back and they were tired. And also it led to the Xhaka's injury. I know some people might be happy with that. I'm not happy with it because Arteta seems to like him. No matter what we think, Arteta seems to like him, and it backfired because now it seems like he's injured. So, yeah, anyway, we got the win. That's all that matters.
Hey, I'm so glad everyone's over the moon. Some people touching on the whole subs thing.
Yeah.
So we will go into that. But you got some stats you want to go through?
I have. I've got some half-time stats here. Full-time stats, sorry. Obviously, 3-1 to the Arsenal. We had 12 shots with 7 on target, which already, when I look at that, there's a lot more on target than we've had in recent games. So I'm very happy with that. Spurs had 10 with 4 on target. We had 46.8% possession. They had 53.2. I think a lot of that kind of shifted in the second half because they were more in control of the ball. Passes, though, we had 427. They had 477. So again, it wasn't really by much. We had 82% pass accuracy and they had 85%. I don't know whether our passing accuracy is, I'm not going to say low, but lower than theirs because we were just trying to get it out come the end of the game.
I think we were a little bit more direct, a little bit more, I guess, driven to get to goal. And sometimes that means you lose the ball, but we were trying to make things happen. You've got another stat there.
I do. So Nuno is making history for Spurs. I love that. Nuno Espirito Santo took charge of his 400th match as manager across all clubs and competitions, and this was his 10th one at Tottenham. However, he's the first Spurs manager to lose as many as 4 times in his opening 10 since Glenn Hoddle in 2001. Wow. 20 years it's been. So yeah, Tottenham fans, hope you're liking your new manager. I think he's been great.
He's the first, but dude, as many as 4 times. Of course, they lost to Pacos Ferreira. Mm-hmm. Wow. Yeah, that ain't good. Fair enough.
Shame. Don't care.
There was a comment, I think it was from someone called Sibster, says Arsenal weren't that good today. Now, okay, just to entertain that argument for a second before we talk about the second goal, is there an argument that we were so clinical, we got 2-3 ahead, that maybe the performance then eased because it didn't have to. Once we got that first, we picked them up, get the second after 25, 27 minutes. But basically, after a quarter of the game, we're 2-0 up. Is there a sense that maybe at that point for Arsenal, it just kind of slowed down and we didn't need to have the intensity of the first 25?
I see where they're coming from and where you're coming from building on it, because the goals were obviously all in the first half, and we did just kind of have to sit back and defend for that second half. Yeah. But I'd then make the argument, the fact that it was only 1 goal conceded, and it wasn't really anyone's fault as such. Maybe a bit of positioning here and there, maybe just a lapse of concentration. I don't think we really made any errors there. I feel like we got our goals, we got ahead. Yes, it would have been nice to 4, 5, 6, for example, but at the end of the day, we got 3 points. We got 3 very well created goals. Yeah. We seemed relatively organised throughout. Yeah. I was happy with the defence, which obviously has been difficult for us recently. But I'm going to disagree. I feel like we did play well. Whether we wanted to just score a few and sit, I don't know.
I don't think it was sit. I think it was just more take the foot off slightly. I mean, listen, we were still pressing well into the second half. Yeah. I mean, more just take our foot off the gas slightly and just almost not overcommit at times. So anyway, interesting to discuss that. But I personally think Arsenal were outstanding today.
I agree with you.
The super chat from Ice says, after losing the opening 3, Arteta needed to win the next 3 and advance in the cup. He's done that. If we play like that, Arsenal will walk into 5th. Let us know what you guys think about that. And don't forget that we are playing your videos, giving your thoughts live here on the channel. Send it in. The phone number appears on the screen. Send it in, send a video into the WhatsApp, and we will get them up on screen and hear what you guys have to say. I think we've got a few more videos to go through now. Yeah, we're going to go through them. And then we'll be back. We're going to be hearing from more guests. So thank you very much, Harvey.
Thank you, James.
Yes, we'll see you in a sec.
What's good, AFTV? It's your boy Shane here, and all I can say is North London is red. Not white, red. Put some respect on Gunners, yeah? Go on, you Gunners. Keep the winning process going. That's all I'm going to say. North London belongs to the red side. Come on, you Gunners.
Nice win. The boys are doing perfectly well. I like this win. I love this win. Wow, you know that sometimes Xhaka is suspense, but he played well today. We keep on going. North London is red.
Hey, Gunners, you'll always be shit. You'll always be shit. Tottenham Hotspurs, you'll always be shit. Listen, fantastic performance. You know what I can tell you from the get-go? From that, after that first and second goal, yo, Thierry Henry inspired. You could tell Thierry Henry went into that dressing room and had a word with those boys before the game. He was like, yo, I'm here, I'm with Daniel Ek. Listen, we behind you boys, go do your thing. Arteta, we got you. I don't know if you went that far. But listen, what I didn't like was the lineup. Xhaka shouldn't have been in there, let's be fair. You might say he had a brilliant game. He did not have a brilliant game. He had a good game. He had an okay game. He had a 6 out of 10 game. All right? He did nothing special. I'll tell you one thing, though. The one thing he did do was the one thing he never does, and that was turn away from the defense from his own goal for that second goal. Fucking amazing. I wish he did that more often, but he gives the ball away more often than not, right? 60th minute, Arteta should have taken him off, made that change, because Xhaka was finished, his legs were gone. But you're going to wait till bodies start falling, Saka starts going down, Xhaka starts going down, and then you start making changes? Come on, Arteta. Come on, man. Like, I just hope we can go on a run. 3 wins is nice, but we need more than that. And we need to see it consistently. You know what I mean? Consistently. Listen, my only complaint is Xhaka for today. Lokonga could have come in and done that job, but we won. Come on, you fucking Gunners. Tottenham Hotspurs, you'll always be shit.
I love that.
Yeah, that was a nice little, you get me? You'll always be shit. That was hard.
That was very North London derby, wasn't it? I love that. Listen, interesting discussion points. By the way, hello, Alvin.
Yeah,
How are
what
we?
man? He was next to me earlier.
Yeah, but
He said, oh, I quite like I've just
yeah, like I've not seen you for how's the holiday? How the kids? Yeah. So some points being made there that despite Xhaka's inclusion, we were brilliant and Lokonga were done. I don't think the time's to talk about that. But Xhaka was fantastic today.
Yep.
Hope the injury's not serious because despite what I think about where he ranks compared to our other options, like he's clearly very important to Arteta, what Arteta wants to do. And he always gives his all. And you want him to be fit and be an option. And you want that competition.
Yeah,
he did
100.
really well today. What did you make of not just Xhaka's, but
the whole team
mainly that
performance?
first half, really?
That first half was electrifying, bro. Like, man saw the thing. Like, Brad, you know what? I'm so happy to say I'm an Arsenal supporter. Do you know what I mean? Because that's what I want to see from them, bro. That there. I don't want to see no less. That. 3-0 first half. Come out the game, bully them. And that's what I was talking to Robbie about. I said, Brad, as long as them come out and just press, yeah? Even if we lose the game today, as long as my team show that they can actually press and do something, yeah? I just want to see if they can do something, bro, with that team they put out. And they've just blown me away, fam. I'm gassed.
That was good. We're going to go into it more. We got a super chat from Carl. It says, best performance I've seen in ages. And a performance that makes me optimistic. Apart from a new central midfielder, that lineup looks so good.
Yes.
A big part of it as well, there's rumours that Arsenal want a new central midfielder and a new striker.
Right.
But I thought Aubameyang today
was
unbelievable.
He was running down every ball, bro.
Everything.
fam.
Winning his headers as well.
Winning headers
the
as
hold
well.
Up, the flicks, everything.
Bro,
it came
the flick for his goal. That was mad. That was the build-up.
He played like a complete number 9 today, didn't he?
I loved the way he played today. That's why they didn't use Lacazette. We didn't need certain players on the pitch today. We could have took Xhaka off at 60, 70th maybe, because he did get tired. He wore out himself. But he played an excellent game as well. Even though I give him stick, but he did play well today. Yeah, man, my best player today has to be either Oh, it's close, man. I'm a Saka fan, innit? I can't lie. But Smith Rowe, he's showing the levels of Wilshere to me. Like, he looks like he can build to become that guy and maybe a leader.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Because he's hungry.
I completely agree.
Like,
let's talk about... We spoke about the first goal. Smith Rowe puts us 1-0 up. The second goal, though... Ramsdale rolls into Xhaka. You think, oh no, we've lost it. But Xhaka, that's why I'll give him massive credit. He showed his experience to think, well, I've got one of two options here. I give Højbjerg a little nudge and roll him.
Ease him off and then
it
play
wasn't
him in.
really a roll. It was more of a kind of nudge to kind of push him off the ball.
You got there first, though. That's how it works. Sometimes when you get to the ball before next man, you have time to, you know what I mean? It can work.
Yeah.
I don't think it was a foul.
Okay, no, fair enough.
Listen,
and then VAR didn't give it and all that, but whatever. The point is, use experience because he knows either they're going to give a foul and all right, I've stopped the Spurs attack, or you're going to roll with it and suddenly you're running at their back four.
Yes.
Him, Smith Rowe. There's some nice interchange. I've got to watch it back. I'll be honest, but it's the flick from Aubameyang and Smith Rowe's in, and then he cuts it back to
drops
Aubameyang
off,
and
flicks,
that finish.
and then goes up. Yeah.
I mean, that was counter-attacking football at its best.
Yeah, and that's Aubameyang at his best. And that's what we want, Aubameyang at his best. I don't know what this Judge thing happened to him where he signed a contract and then stopped playing football for us.
Yeah.
But today, he showed us that, he is still there. Maybe we just need to play more around the game like that. Do you know what I mean? Because he had a lot of touches of the ball today.
He did. Do you think it suited him that we seem to have a system that allowed him to run in beyond more? Be a bit more not so afraid of, how do I put it? I know the hold-up was really good today, but it felt like he was in more natural positions.
Yeah,
he wasn't popping up in positions. I was like, what
are you
doing
doing down there? I hear what you're saying still. And that's the role. We need the Sakas and the Smith Rowes to be around Aubameyang, and we can actually see how it works, because whilst they're running, he's getting gaps.
Yeah.
Once they make them runs, he's in position. But he got fed a couple times today.
Yeah, he did.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Let's get this stat up. The question is, will Saka be an Arsenal legend? But listen to this. At age 20 years and 21 days, Arsenal's Bukayo Saka became the youngest player in Premier League history to score an assist in a North London derby, previously Cesc Fabregas in September 2007. And it was Hoddle back in 2001 who did it as well. That would have been for Spurs. I mean, Bukayo Saka out on the right looked so much more comfortable. We saw him go left, saw him go right, and then he gets the third goal.
Yeah.
And what I love about it, like in the Norwich game where it's his persistence that leads to the goal, like against Burnley where he's the one who's driving how them gets fouled and Odegaard puts in the back of the net, it's his persistence where you think that when we were attacking and I thought, oh, we've lost it, and then he comes away
back in the next ball,
3-0. He was phenomenal today.
He's bloody hungry, bro. Yeah. Like I've always said to you from the start, I believe in Saka. Do you know what I mean? And he will be our superstar in the future. I'm telling you that for free.
Yeah.
You feel me, blood? Like at the end of the day, I'm just gassed. Like my head's spinning, rude boy.
Nah,
yeah. I was upstairs screaming and shouting up there. I was down there, over there, mashing up the place. Like, blood, I don't know what I'm on today. I'm about to leave here and probably go and get a juice down the road, and I might even sit with a Spurs fan. But I'll definitely laugh at him. But yeah, do you get me? Like, man's just on a hype today, fam. Like, I'm gassed. It's a derby. I'm gonna take this all the way home with me, like as if we won a cup. Yeah, like,
do you know what I really
piss
enjoyed?
me off.
Do you know what I really enjoyed? I had Spurs fans saying, yeah, Saka, Smith Rowe, they got potential, but like what have they really done? How good are they really?
Them not tag team them today.
And the two of them.
He dragged them up today,
Tore
blood.
Tore them apart.
Song weren't even in the game. Big up Tommy again, fam. You get me?
And there was a little bit of luck at the end that actually got them through for the goal, because you think Tommy Asu's not quite intercepted it, Saka's not quite got there, and suddenly they're through. And that can happen,
bro.
But they were fantastic. We got a super chat from Tom. Says, "What do we think of Tottenham?"
Yeah,
and
we already know what we think of them.
Tommy is a baller. Tommy Asu was absolutely fantastic.
Baller.
Let's touch on the defence in the second half, because I want to talk about Ramsdale as well. But we want to get more of your videos in. Remember, the phone number appears on the screen, so do send in your videos via WhatsApp as well. Keep them to around a minute, please. We want to hear as many of you as we can. But yes, 3-1 in the North London derby. I can't wait to hear more of what you guys had to say.
Yeah, this is just after the game. Brilliant result. I've always said when Arteta needs a result, he gets a result. Brilliant first half. Second half, just managed it well. You know, I mean, hopefully this is the start of something good with the team. So come on, boys, you've done well today. Enjoy this one and let's get back at it.
Congratulations on the win, Arsenal fans all over the world. You know, after the first half, I was over the moon. I was so happy. But when Tottenham scored that goal, I mean, the whole mood went down. We could have won 5-0 or 6-0, and the final score is 3-1. And I'm still confused about Arteta, you know, why you didn't take Odegaard off and play Martinelli or Pepe, you know, give someone a chance to play. You could have killed that game totally and go for a 6-0. We would have been talking about this game for the next 10 years. But no, he didn't take that chance. He kept the same squad. And we have to give credit to Xhaka, you know. He gave it all 100%. Of course, he tried to do some Xhaka stuff in the second half, but the man played a great game. Good performance for him. I hope he will stay on this level for the rest of the season.
We love you, Arsenal, we do. We love you, Arsenal, we do. We love you, Arsenal, we do. Arsenal, we love you.
Hey, you see,
sound issues.
You hear music in the background?
What? What? I was just paying attention to the dance. Should we practice that later?
You can.
Listen, everyone.
My man said, I love you, Arsenal, and you've got like a relaxing music in the background while he's shouting out, I love you, Arsenal, we do, I love you. And I'm thinking, right, but the music man's running, it's too relaxed. Man looked like he was in having a bath or doing some like yoga or some oils or something.
Listen, you celebrate however you want to celebrate. 3-1 win and the Gunners are absolutely enjoying it. We've got a super chat here from Tottenham's trophy cabinet. He says, I feel dead inside.
Yeah, of course you do.
I love that
Yeah,
one.
we put you in a spliff and burnt it.
Listen, fans are happy. We look. I don't know. I think fans are sort of like, they know it wasn't perfect.
No,
but it was pretty bloody close. Second half starts. Spurs make 2 changes, and let's start on that first penalty incident. The Aubameyang heads it back. Gabriel's in there. What do you think?
That's a pen, isn't it? That is what on Kane. The one you're on about?
Nah, before the Aubameyang heads it back post and Gabriel's running in, but they think it might be a push.
No, do you know what? It's 50-50, bro. Do you know what I mean? Them situations happen a lot. The box, it gets a bit crammy and shit happens. You know what I mean? Not enough for a penalty. Ref, yeah, good decision.
Yeah. Sorry, I've got a comment here from. Oh, sorry, just hearing we got an audio sync problem. We'll be back in 1 second. Alright, we're back, guys. Apologies for the technical issues there. I saw a comment asking how do we send a video into AFTV. The phone number appears on the screen and you can send the video via WhatsApp. And yeah, we'll get them up on screen and we'll be hearing what you guys have to say. So, where were we? Oh, someone said, someone asked why am I being negative. I'm not being negative.
Let me say it. Let me answer their question, because I sat with you the whole game, and the whole game you was nervous. You was farting here and there.
Do you know?
I'm joking. He's gonna kill him.
You know what? That'll be me.
I'm blaming James. It was a joke. You weren't farting at all before you stopped.
That's what they'll call.
Because he's gonna be like, James the fart guy or something.
That's it. I don't have to change my name on Twitter. I have to do the lot. That'll become my brand.
You was nervous though. You was very nervous. Like obviously, Cess, Charlie, they were all the way. Arsenal was winning. We was gassed, we was singing. We was in tune. You was out of tune. I don't know what was wrong. So towards the end, like the last 10 seconds,
nervous, man.
You went.
Hey, it's begun. You know, it's begun. Hanny says, "Fart guy James." Right, this is not a thing. This is not a thing. Do you know? I'll sue you for damaging to my brand one day. People will come to me. You the guy on AFTV fast? But no.
Oh my God.
No.
Why are you covering your nose?
I've been trying to.
It's taking the
Cecil
piss.
still. Do you know what? Get these guys out of there. Where's Lee Judges?
Nah,
Brian
today
says
was great.
James hates fun. Oh,
Does he? Nah, he doesn't. He doesn't.
But yeah, I've turned up hungover enough. You think? Yeah, it's all begun. It's all begun. Well done. You're a top man, you.
Me? What have I done now?
There's the comments. Right. Where the hell were we? 3-0.
Yeah.
Half time. Spurs
Yeah.
make a change. They get back into it a little bit more.
Yeah.
You don't think it was a penalty for the push on Gabriel?
No, but I definitely think they had one though.
Harry Kane.
Yeah,
Was it a penalty?
that was bait. But you know what? Sometimes the ref don't call it, VAR don't see it. You see it? That's how it works, Rubai. So, yeah. But I will say that was a pen. If they are moaning about that, yeah, I would have called a pen as well. A blatant pen.
Fair.
Do you know what I mean? But, oh well. You know what I mean? That's how it goes.
We've got a comment. Well, we've got a super chat. Let's go through that first. JSX says, Tomiyasu is honestly a baller. 88% of aerial duels won. How many do you think Bellerin would win? Son was in his pocket when he marked him. Yeah. Agreed. I thought Tomiyasu was absolutely superb.
Son didn't know what to do.
We've also got a comment. Someone asked me to apologise for the over-the-top Xhaka slander. Let me just address this really quickly. I didn't slander him. I said that I thought there were 3 better players.
Yeah.
If that's... Am I slandering Lewandowski if I say Neymar, Messi and Ronaldo are better? So I wasn't...
They're taking
Don't listen to them,
Oh wow,
James!
everyone's in the background. Maybe I'm losing this
The
one.
team's onto you. What's going on?
The team's onto me. The other thing I'd say... The other thing is that I said he'd come in and probably be brilliant. That's all I said.
And he actually was.
But if and when he gets another red card or makes another error,
we will turn
and you're
on him
all
again.
crying about it in the comment section,
I told you so.
just know that, you know, but he was absolutely quality today.
Yeah.
He had, as someone mentioned in their video, he had a few Xhaka moments in that
we
second
saw
half.
it. Yeah.
But I thought he was absolutely
He
fantastic.
played excellent, man.
And he's crucial to that second goal. I mean, without him, it doesn't happen.
Yeah, he
It
got
doesn't,
himself
and
into
that wins us
positions
the
where
game.
he got himself into positions where you could see that he's actually fighting for the team, bro. He wants this.
Yeah.
You get me? And I like that. You get me? You didn't jump in like a madman. Yeah, you had the little Xhaka moments, but you didn't do the madman thing. You kept it nice, stayed on your feet at times. There was times you did go, you get me, but it's calm.
Yeah.
But overall, he had an excellent game. That's the best game he's played all season.
Yeah,
Facts.
I thought he was superb.
Do you understand?
What went wrong? When I say went wrong, we concede the goal. Last 20 minutes we're not into it, and we're all sitting here, especially me and Laurie, screaming, "Sub, make a sub, make a sub."
Man, 60 if they should have done it, really.
Really, maybe 65.
Yeah.
We've then got Granit Xhaka going down with an injury. He signalled, he went down.
Yeah.
He's then asked to play a little bit longer, and then
And
it
then
looks
gets
like
injured.
that second injury was nothing to do with the first. It's the way Lucas landed on him. But even so, it felt to me like he'd worked so hard. Same with Saka.
Tired.
We tired a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't know, like who did Arteta get it wrong from a subs perspective, or we won, so am I thinking too much about it?
I would say he's got a lot of support from his bench, Arteta. The guy at the end, he was hugging and he was like, him, he's the man. So who's that, brother? I want to know who he is, because he's the guy. He's probably behind all this today. Not taking no credit from Arteta. He did his thing, you get me? But I personally feel like there's people helping man now.
I think I know, but I don't want to throw names out because
Cool.
I don't want.
But I see him going like
case.
that to one of
Yeah.
the coaches or one of the guys there, like to say, he's the man, he's the brother. So whoever that brother was,
Randy's
he's getting my claps.
Randy's saying, so it's the photographer, but I don't know if it's. I know he's a
I
photographer.
said he was the photographer.
I don't know if it was.
Nah, bro, he was in the Arsenal kit, bro. He was there. He was a coach guy, bro. He was Randy. He put his arm around him.
Yeah,
and
I think it was Stuart McFarlane.
Well, I don't know who it is, but he.
I thought so, but I don't want to be saying Stuart McFarlane.
No, but that's who he was around, and I feel like he had a part to play in this game today because, like, we don't see Arteta do that.
Yeah, it was interesting that he was
he's done that.
signaling
Do you get
to
me?
the fans.
There was a lot going on,
Yeah.
but you know what? Stick to it. If it works, then do it. If something's broken, then it needs to be removed. You see it? But if it's not broken, then keep running with it. Like today, that team there for me, yes, fresh start. That's the squad. We run with them. That's our 11.
Fair enough.
That's our 11. Don't
Guys,
need to do no more. That's our
remember
11.
that the number is appearing on the screen. You guys can send in your videos. We want to hear what you guys have to say. Let's go through some more now.
Gila.
Hi everyone from AFTV. My name is Dave and I'm from Malaysia.
and it's about 1:35 here. I need to be up in 3-4 more hours for work, but it's absolutely worth it because we have beaten Tottenham. North London is red, and it is a fantastic night overall. About the game, I must say this has to be Mikel Arteta's best 45 minutes of football I've ever seen. You know, the attack was really fluid. I thought Saka, Smith Rowe, Oba and Odegaard were really pressing at the Spurs defense in the whole of the first half, and that's where we got the 3 goals. And fair enough, in the second half, we slightly dipped. I would have loved to see us continue attacking and scoring more goals, but I understand game management, you know, so brilliant performance. I think my favorite player has to be Tomiyasu. I thought he neutralized Son to the max. Son only got his goal once he moved to centre forward, once Hill came in. So overall, a fantastic performance, and to all the Gunners out there, it's a great night, and let's enjoy this.
Arsenal 3-1. Yes, I love that. We won against Tottenham. I'm not gonna lie, it's an amazing feeling. First of all, Ramsdale. I was one of those guys who were a bit skeptical whenever I saw Arsenal buying Ramsdale for I don't know how much, but I'm not gonna lie, this guy is looking good. Yeah, he's really good, and he's assured whenever he's getting the ball. Secondly, I'm gonna say I'm glad that Xhaka did not get a red. Yeah, Xhaka did not get a red. I know that's surprising, but yeah, he played well. He played well. I'm not gonna lie. I was a bit disappointed that Pepe did not start. I was hoping that Pepe would start because I want this guy to succeed so much at Arsenal. Anyway, the fact that we did not concede the first goal, it was a good point because whenever we conceded a goal, it's always we're gonna lose that match. But shout out to Tomiyasu, shout out to Partey. Partey was amazing. He played really well. But I'm super glad that we won. So Arsenal, yes.
What a result, 3-1. I mean, those first 45 minutes was absolutely electric. You know, incredible piece of footballing. You know, it was something to see. I wish we would have kept that same intensity going into the second half, but you know, we're a young squad, so I think learning game management and being a bit more conservative right now is the right move. I think those kind of ruthless performances will come with time. I think we're moving in the right direction. I don't think anybody can argue that. And whether or not you think Arteta has convinced you or whether or not you think he's the right man, I think there's absolutely no doubt that there is a sense of togetherness, commitment, and fight in this team. And you can see it in the way we press. You can see it in the way we hunt for the ball in packs, the way we're going into our tackles, and the way that the team comes together. Not only when we score a goal, but when we have a clearance, when we make a save, when we have a tackle. I mean, I've never seen that level of intensity from our players in a long, long, long time. So whether or not Arteta has convinced us as fans, I think he is definitely conveying his ideas and convincing his players, because you don't get that kind of commitment unless you believe in the project, unless you believe in the players that are in your squad, and unless you believe in the manager. So hopefully, you know, this is when that project goes bang, as we've all been saying, and I'm excited. I'm actually excited. So onwards and upwards, and we go again against Brighton. Tough away game, but I'm sure we'll get the 3 points. Let's go, Gunner.
I'm back and watch Charlene. How you doing?
Woo! Amazing! I'm absolutely buzzing, James.
I know. I was on the watch.
3-1!
Maybe I should just leave you here for 5 minutes just to shout 3-1.
It's crazy, though.
I know. It is crazy. We're going to talk about the last kind of 10 minutes of the game, the Spurs goal, but then ultimately kind of what this means for us. We've got a stat here. Let me bring it up. So our third stat of the day. Is the Arteta project finally showing results? Dare we say? I know a lot of people say don't get carried away. Some people are definitely on one.
Hi everyone from AFTV. My name is Dave and I'm from Malaysia. And it's about 1:35 here. I need to be up in 3-4 more hours for work. But
4 sides have recorded more. This tally matches their total throughout 2020, which is 15 out of 34 games, and 2019. Last winning more in a calendar year in 2018. So there we go. In a calendar year, we've already done more than we did in 2020 and 2019. Do you see
a nice positive stat?
A very positive stat. Listen, I'm over the moon. That was such a great performance, and it was a complete performance. There's a lot to like about it. Is this the start of it coming together now, do you think? Can it be?
Come on, James, it's got to be. When you compare it to the last 2 games where we're just looking a bit sluggish, not finishing our chances, today all players were fit and available. Mikel Arteta made his selection of what players he wanted. Every single player on that pitch today went out and they showed up. There's not one player that I can pinpoint and say, well, I weren't happy with this, I weren't happy with that. They all put in a performance and we got the result.
Yeah.
So, yes,
yeah,
it's time. It all clicked, come into place. He's made his signings. He's brought it together. Today, we got the result.
We're level with Spurs on points. We've gone above them on goal difference. Who'd have thought that after
I
Man
know.
City?
When they was top of the table, like number one, and we were bottom,
Right?
20.
You know, they've conceded 9 in 3 games. Where's this Arsenal team looking to go this season? Is it a case of finish above Spurs, West Ham, Villa, Everton, getting in around the 5th and 6th? Or can we push on? And I don't even mean getting to the top 4 because 4 very good teams, but almost get 5th, but like really start to break away from the others. And I know that is so far ahead to think that, but I just want to gauge, now that we've got a first 11, we've won 3 on the bounce since these players have come in, what can we expect? What can we hope? Like, has this changed your season expectations?
100% it has, because the performance today has shown me something completely different to what we've been seeing.
Yeah.
So, like, they've showed us, look, we can perform, we can play, we can score goals, we can defend. So why can't we try and push as far up the table as possible? We shouldn't be limiting ourselves in any way. We've got the capabilities, we've got the players. And when you look at it as well, look at our bench. Our bench was still strong as well. Pepe didn't even come on. He's capable of impacting the game and scoring goals. Lacazette didn't come on. So there is still quality, so we can push up.
Yeah, I completely agree. We've got a comment here. James and Charlene, you have both been a bit too critical against Xhaka. Explain yourself, please.
Have I been very critical?
We have to eat our words today for not
do.
including him in the 11 that we wanted to see. But I don't think that means our criticism of the player is without reason. But like, go on, you can answer that one.
I guess we just sort of look back on, things that he's done that perhaps haven't been the best decisions, and that's sort of what we was making our judgment on for today's selection. When you've got other players who can come in, who are also quality players, and we just sort of prefer to have them over Xhaka. But, I hold my hands up. Xhaka came in and he performed.
He was
good.
He was superb. And by the way, people say we've been too critical. I don't know about you on Good Morning Arsenal this morning, but I said if he comes in, I bet he'll be really good.
Yeah.
I said that.
Yeah.
So I predicted this performance.
And we were sort of highlighting the highlights of him. He can be a leader as well.
People wanted him.
Although, he sort of does make mistakes. But
He was really, listen, he was really, and guys, listen to when I say this, he was really good today.
He was.
I'm not surprised he was really good. But when people say explain yourself, I'll say, okay, well, most red cards of anyone since coming into the league, most errors leading to goals, I'm pretty sure those are all stats, but you can correct me if I'm wrong. And we've not finished in the top 4 since he arrived. Now, that's not all his fault. But forgive me for being ready for change. Forgive me for wanting something different. I think I'm entitled to that.
It's an opinion.
It's just an opinion. But I said he'd come in and do one. He did really well today. I thought Lokonga could have come in and done as well. But listen, we'll never know, and it doesn't matter because we won. We were fantastic. Every player to a T was fantastic. We're going to go through some player ratings in a second, hear more of what you guys have had to say. But let's start with, let's just quickly, I'm not trying to be negative, but we break through all the moments in the match. That goal for Spurs, was that just a one moment and we can just chalk it off, or is it something that we need to be analysing going forward? What do you think?
It was a bit of a one moment type of goal. I mean, throughout the first, we were solid the whole first half. Second half, you can see we sort of, wasn't as on it, as we were in the first half. But I mean, it wasn't nothing, majorly concerning. If Xhaka hadn't have gone down, perhaps he would have been able to get back and we may not have conceded the goal.
Yeah.
So, it was just a lucky go for Tottenham, really.
Yeah, I think with Xhaka going down, it means that there's no one to cover that midfield bit when Son comes in. As you said, it's the Brian Hill kind of Tomiyasu tries to intercept, doesn't get there. Hill then fires that ball into Reguilon, and kind of things just kind of fell for Spurs in that moment. Even Ramsdale, I don't think it was an error, but I think he'll be disappointed. I saw his reaction; he was disappointed. I don't know if that's because he just conceded, or maybe he feels he could have done better. I don't know, but it's just one of those things. Let's move into I don't know, just more positive aspects, I suppose, as we have been for most of the show.
Been positive all today.
Brighton next week. What have we learned from today?
What we've learned from today is that we have got a good team, and let's not make too many changes, because that's sort of where we can go wrong. Everyone who started today, I mean, Xhaka, he looked like he may have injured his knee, so
I
we may
hope
need to
he's
switch
all right.
that up.
I
hope he's fine. So taking that into consideration, Lokonga could perhaps come in for him, but I will keep the same starting 11.
Yeah.
There ain't nothing that we really need to change.
Yeah.
So
we've got a comment here from John. Says, it's a play on Carragher's quote. Says,
got production in the background, just reminding us of the
scoreline.
3-1. Come in and tell them.
Brennan's actually going to come in.
3-1, baby.
3-1.
That's how we rolling.
Unbelievable. Comment from John says, my mate Ty will be happy about this, and I'm sure he will be. You're gonna
absolutely happy.
You're gonna you're gonna get all the fan cams and Ty's reaction coming out imminently. Really, we've got a super chat. I think it's directed to you from Cavit saying, how did you find your celebration with LV?
Amazing. Love
I watched it back and
that
I thought,
is the vibes. That is the energy.
Here?
Do you like our goal celebration?
Sure.
Our win
nuts.
celebration.
It was nuts. It was nuts. Everyone's super happy. It was great. We've got another stat before we go through some more of your videos. The Arsenal have reached a club milestone, which Arsenal have recorded their 600th Premier League win, just the third side to reach this total after Chelsea on 601 and Man United on 691. Who says we're not a big club?
Exactly.
Third most wins in the Premier League.
There you go.
And we got fans telling us that we're irrelevant. That the fans are relevant, the club's relevant.
Disrespect, man. Put some respect on our names.
We're still, listen, we're not the club, and the team isn't where we want to be, but we're still a massive club, and don't you ever forget it.
And we're still working towards it. I mean, we're getting there. We're taking baby steps, but we're getting there.
Hopefully this was hopefully went from crawling to maybe walking
now
a little
walking,
bit.
yeah.
That's the hope.
Crawling, cruising, now we're walking.
All that. Let's go, let's listen to some more of your videos, guys. We want to keep hearing what you have to say.
Arsenal, today we did it. We did it. We beat the scum down the road. Travik here all the way from Namibia, and I'm just so happy after this 3-1 win. They're actually lucky they actually scored a goal, because that wasn't supposed to be a goal. That was that was cheating, blatantly cheating for me. But I just want to say it was an amazing performance from us.
Big up AFTV, Sam from New York here. I mean, what can I say? That's a big win. Tale of two halves, unfortunately. I would like to see a little bit more pressure in the second half. Looks like we went off the ball a little bit, which is unfortunate, because, I mean, we looked clinical and we looked brilliant in the first half. I think that's the best first half for Arsenal that I've seen, probably since the Wenger days. 4-1 Liverpool, 3-0 United. But as I said, the second half, a little bit disappointing. I would like to see the game plan stick around for the first half. It looked like we were playing off the ball a bit too much. But, it's a big 3 points. Ramsdale looked immense in goal. Abba had a good game. Saka had a good game. Even Xhaka had a good game. I was a little critical about that selection in the beginning, but, he was critical to that second goal. But, what can I say, lads? It's Tottenham, so I can't get too ahead of ourselves. On to Brighton. Peace. Thanks.
Think of Tottenham!
Shit!
And that's how it is right here in Nairobi. Hi, I'm Kerry. I am so happy we got to beat Tottenham today. I was so confident going throughout the week, and I just knew that we're going to win the game. And big shout outs goes to Bukayo Saka, Emil Smith-Rowe, Aubameyang for coming through, leading the line. Everybody was on point today. We were about our business. We knew how important this game was for us this season, but I kind of feel that Mikel has a soft spot for Granit Xhaka. Xhaka played today. The referee gave him too many chances, too many opportunities for him to recover, focus, and clear up his mind. But I feel like the next game, I'd want to see Lokonga play together with Thomas Partey, and hopefully we're going to be a good team going forward and going in through the season. And I feel like we're going to make Europe after this performance.
Started the day with you. Got to end the day with you. How you feeling?
Really happy. I'm
Yeah.
just really happy, James. You were
loving every minute of that watch. And when I
Yeah.
was sitting there kind of twitching, a bit nervous, you kept saying it's under control.
Do you know what it is? And do you know what? I shouldn't really, not that I shouldn't have been saying that, but Arsenal have proved me wrong so many times in having that energy and that confidence and have let me down. But today, I just wanted to enjoy it. That's what it was, James. I think we've been here for a while now at AFTV, almost a year, and there's times where we lose or we don't play well, but we might get a victory, and we have to go through the week and analyse stuff, and it becomes a bit difficult. But today, just on the set, just the energy, the vibe. I just spoke to a guy called Alexis as well. He come all the way from America, and he said it was buzzing from minute one. There was no quiet Emirates. There was no it's a library. There was no tension or pressure on Arteta. There was nothing like that. It was just singing all the way from minute one till the end. He said it felt different, and he said he was there as well on Wednesday against AFC Wimbledon, and it wasn't like that. It wasn't like that at all. And I can.
But it was a good atmosphere for the Wimbledon game, wasn't it?
It was a good atmosphere, but there was times where
the North London derby's different.
No, I know, but I felt it today, and when I went down to the ground, you know me, sometimes I'm like, oh, I can feel it in the air's feeling airy, the sun's sunny and all that. I can get excited, but today I was nervous at the beginning when I first did build up with you. I had nerves, but I was quietly confident, and I think a lot of people are going to talk about the process going bang now. Arteta having his full strength squad. He can choose anyone today. Everyone was available. And for me, he got it right. Yes, we can argue about the substitutions, the timings of them, but he got it right.
He did get it right.
He did. He did. And I'm so happy for Aubameyang scoring with Thierry, the legend, the king in the building. Daniel Ek there. It just all the stars aligned. And I know it's Emirates, and it was kind of favourable for us. But I'm really happy, James. I really am, and I hope everyone gets to enjoy it, and they enjoyed watching us today and watching the game. And if you were there with the watch along, you felt involved, because it's been a tough start to the season.
Today was a very good day.
It was.
It was a very good day. We can be so proud of the team and the manager and everything. And we're going to round off this stream in a sec. Two things. Let's just talk about that Ramsdale save at the end.
Yep.
Because everyone's going to talk about how I thought the defence were great, I thought the midfield dominated, I thought we looked clinical going forward as well. But that Ramsdale save, for me, we won't see a better save all season. Because it's quite an unexpected strike. It's got a lot of dip on it. He's off his line, he's backtracking, and you see he is full stretch to get that. And he tips it onto the bar. That was unbelievable.
Let's go deeper than that. Again, I'm doing this a lot. I'm bigging up Alexis. Told me a lot. Obviously, we don't get to see what happens inside the ground. So there's things that he caught that I didn't get to see on the TV. So he said when the first goal went in for Arsenal, he was grabbing Tierney and telling him, make sure you stand there. Ramsdale.
Wow, okay.
Like Ramsdale. And he said that,
That's
Alexis
class.
also said that there's players now at Arsenal that want to play for the badge, not for the check, not for anything like that. They're there for the club. And that fills me with just pride and excitement, and he's right. And when I saw Ramsdale at Burnley, he was feeding off the crowd, turning to us after he makes the saves and all that. He loves this club, and yes, he is an Arsenal fan, but it's nice to see that he's not there just for a holiday camp. He's there to really make a name for himself at Arsenal Football Club and be that number one. And that save was everything and more. And big up to him. I bet he's buzzing. I bet he's absolutely buzzing. His first North London derby. I bet
he'll be disappointed not to get the clean sheet, but he'll be buzzing.
He'll be buzzing. Yeah. I've played. No. I've played the game, but I played in big games, and that night you can't sleep. I bet he does not sleep tonight. Oh, I'm ecstatic. I'm happy.
I love that. And listen, thanks for that insight. That's quality. Let's end these super chats. We've got one here. Stuart Campbell says, I'll be the first to say that I wasn't confident in Ramsdale, but being at the game, he's definitely all in for the fans, and he did incredibly well. And let's end the stream on this. I think it's a really lovely one. Charlie's London with a super chat says, oh my God, amazing. Got married last week, and this weekend I gave the tickets to my cousin to take their little ones for the first time. Gutted, but for future Gunners in the making, wouldn't change it for anything. What a lovely
got shivers, man.
Super chat to end on, guys. North London is red. We've won. We climb into the top 10. We climb into the top 10.
Come on!
Is this the day?
Let's go out. Come on, bruv. End the stream. I want to go out. Come on. I'm serious.
Is this the day that it came together for Arsenal? Who knows? Let's see. There's a long season to go, but that poor start seems a distant memory now. 3 wins on the bounce, Brighton next week, 4th round of the Carabao Cup. Things are slowly moving in the right direction, but today was a massive step. Thank you, Cecil.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, everyone, production team, everyone who jumped on as well, Charlene, LV, Harvey, all that. Thanks for tuning to the watch along. Don't forget the fan clubs are still coming out throughout the day, so we are still putting out more here on AFTV. Come and enjoy it with us all. And then tomorrow we'll be back with the Bias Premier League show, tactical insight, all that, and we start looking ahead to Brighton. We're going, aren't we?
Yeah, we're going. We're going to be
to
there.
Brighton.
We're
You
going
won't
to be
see
there
me next week. Lucky you.
Anyway,
guys, it's been fun. We'll see you soon. Enjoy your weekend, guys.
Take care.